Holy crap, that was a long loading session. That was longer than I thought it was going to take. Back to the High Wall of Lothric. It's been a while since we've been here, hasn't it? Seeing as I do not currently have my fire-infused longsword or straight sword equipped, we can attack those with impunity. Oh, how's it feel, nerd? So yes, remember this this little door that we couldn't open? This is the lift chamber door. Takes us straight down to this lift. So yes, Dark Wraiths were originally sent out by Darkstalker Cath to steal humanity from people so that the bonfires and the first flame would have no kindling to burn, because humanity was originally what was offered up to the bonfire in order to burn brighter. Now then, let's give him a nice warm welcome. Okay, I did not get the backstab I wanted. So this guy can be pretty tricky. Don't hit him during that. Oh wow, what a dumbass. I was going to show that you shouldn't hit him during that. Yeah, try not to get grabbed by him. You don't want to be grabbed by him. He'll suck away your soul. Or your humanity. So if you hit that, that is a proper shield. And he responds with a rather quick thrust. Tink. Don't get grabbed by that. He's got a very good variance of moves. Oh, that kick. That's a good strong ability to get rid of shields. And now he's done, because he just kind of walked into it. And we get the whole red eye orb. Unfortunately, we didn't get any armor pieces or his weapon or anything. And we can take a quick look here at the Dark Wraith. See, he has that skeletal mask and pretty much the armor that looks somewhat like bones. And you can see they've got lots and lots of knights apparently came down here and were murdered by the Dark Wraith. So they built up the Dark Wraith as a major badass. Oh, invade others' worlds it will. Defeat the host of embers, blah blah blah. The red eye orb is rooted in a tiny land swallowed by darkness long ago. Some choose to put the orb to other uses. To embark on this path, enter the service of Rosaria in the Cathedral of the Deep. Well, we now know what our where the Covenant is. It's the Cathedral of the Deep. So they said that the Dark Wraiths were originally from a land swallowed by darkness long ago. Well, a land swallowed by darkness would be, well, Lordran. Or at least that's what they make it seem like.
Aha, you found a proper red eye. Brilliant. I knew you were no ordinary man.
We get the applause gesture.
Now invade and pillage all you like. And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger.
You can go finger people.
Give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep.
Pretty sure that's all the dialogue he has. Yep. So that is a covenant that we can join. I'm going to advise not joining it right away. We'll talk about that later. But if any of you play ahead and get ahead of this, don't join that covenant right away. If you guys are playing along, though, you'll know exactly why when we get there. So, let's see. Nah, we're not going to do that. Not quite yet. Anyway, still rocking this Uchigatana for the time being. Let's head on back to the dilapidated bridge. Is that where I want to go? Yeah, the dilapidated bridge. As we know, there is one final place, one last place, where we haven't gone, and that is the extremely large church, which we've kind of looked at and peered at, but we've never really went in. And anyway, let's go ahead and swap back over to this, and swap back over to our knight leggings. We're gonna go back to our original knight garb here. gonna just murder him. Should I have come this way or should I have gone through the sewers? I think the sewers might actually be faster to go to where I want to go. Because then I can cross the bridge. Ah, whatever. We're just going. We're just going. No more questioning. We go now. We go now. So, the fun thing is that now that the giant's dead, we no longer have to worry about massive arrows raining down upon our faces. We do have to worry about these guys, I guess, but... yes, the arrows of a giant rain down beside the white birch. Whoop! Hammer! So yes, the only unfortunate quote-unquote part of getting rid of the giant is the fact that he's no longer there to deal with these guys for you. And actually, if you come here after making peace with the giant, he no longer aims his arrows at you when you come through the area. Which is cool, but unfortunately, I don't care. Now then, as you recall, said a giant cursed tree is here. Well, you can see that giant cursed tree there that's colored differently than the others and kind of moving. I wonder if it's going to be a boss. Hard to say. So you see, if we take a look around the area, there are flowers blooming everywhere and everything looks nice. This is a large open courtyard of a cathedral. The trees have grown through the floor and the roots have pretty much uprooted through all over the place. They are just winding and tearing around this entire place, much like they have through the entirety of the undead settlement. Now, these undead are a little annoying. This one especially, we want to get rid of early. And we've activated the boss, apparently. Well, this is the cursed rod of Greatwood. It's a giant tree. It's a big, angry tree. So, this boss has nodes on it. And I got slapped while I was dealing with stuff. Ugh. Oh. I got sat on. This is actually a rather easy boss. We're going to slap these nodes right in its balls. And if you hit him enough, it kind of staggers him, and then you can walk around and go attack other nodes elsewhere, stagger him further. And once we reach the halfway point, and he reaches phase 2, this'll happen. Slams his butt on the ground, and the ground breaks. And for some reason, we're able to survive this fall, which makes no sense. And now a giant hand kind of peers out of that area. Owie. Taking hits I shouldn't. And in case you're wondering where to hit, you can hit the hand for a fair bit of damage. The nodes are still the best place to hit, as it staggers him in the end. Whoops, taking damage I shouldn't. Oh well. The hand can grab you, as you see it just tried to. Will you stop it? Up, more nodes. Never mind. Just gonna swing. He swung the other way. Nodes on his back. God, it's so hard to actually hit the nodes. I don't mind that. Oh, yeah, he's so gross and disgusting. Give me your hand. No, seriously, all I have to do is hit your hand like twice. Or once. Just once. So this boss is actually rather easy. He's just a little bit annoying. Sometimes. We have the Soul of the Rod of Greatwood and the Transposing Kiln. And if you take a look, well, this is the Covenant of the Moundmakers area. And Holy Knight Hodrick is well and truly dead, because when the Cursed Greatwood fell, it kind of fell on him. C'est la vie! Well, with that, we'll return. This is actually an optional boss. You don't have to do this boss, but you know, I like doing every boss all the time. All bosses is the best route. Now then. Hey dude, what's up?
You haven't given up yet? Then you're a brasher lad than I thought. You can make better use of this. I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop.
So Hawkwood gives us a heavy gem for defeating the boss.
Undead Legion of Farron
And some info
is
on the
a
next
caravan of undead,
boss.
sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The Legion...
Or the next Lord of Cinder, actually.
At the first sign of exposure.
Not really the next boss.
Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission
Joyous
to
bunch,
the
really.
Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
He is not a fan of undead.
Gaining admission to the Legion is
Oh,
a
well,
matter of...
there's that. Let's go talk to our Firekeeper.
Welcome home, speak. Ashen one, are ashen. Ashen ones are ashen.
Really?
Farewell me.
Well, whatever. Let's come over here. Oh. And fall down like an idiot because the camera got stuck on something and turned us. Thank you, camera.
Fret not, fret not. My feet are here firmly planted. For I am a lord, and this is my throne.
So, Ludleth of
Listen,
Portland.
this might pique thine interest. Before I was a lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition.
Uh-huh.
The process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul.
I see.
A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me. Quick.
Yes.
Listen, this might pique.
Are you going to say the thing I want you to say now?
Ashen one.
Nope. Okay. So sometimes the Firekeeper will have information and dialogue based on Ludleth of Cortland. So,
Fret for
and specifically the transposing kiln. So, before we give this to him, let's take a look at what it is. Should be under key item. Make Soul's transposition possible. An old transposing kiln from Corland, crafted with stitched crystal lizard hide. Give to Ludleth, Lord of Cinder, to conduct soul transposition. This kiln can transpose twisted souls to craft special items with their concentrated essence, deemed forbidden by those unable to make proper use of it. Basically, they're like, we can't do it, so you can't do it. And of course, the soul of the rotted Greatwood. Ever since its establishment, all manner of curses have managed to seep into the undead settlement. The worst of them were sealed away inside a spirit tree, but eventually the curses took their toll. And so basically what happened was a bunch of curses happened in the undead settlement, and they said, oh, this is bad. Let's put it in that sacred tree, and then the sacred tree became a demon because of it. Now then,
fret for
let's go ahead and give him the transposing kiln.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession.
Belike.
Better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
So we begin to see why Ludleth might have been able to become a Lord of Cinder. He's willing to dabble into things that others aren't, because as far as he's concerned, well, I mean, look at the situation you're in. So we can do transposition now, which means that we take the souls of bosses and can turn them into special items, bosses and semi-bosses. So the Hollow Slayer Greatsword. Greatsword used for a lifetime by a masked knight, harbors the fears that lurk within the minds of hollows and is particularly effective against them. Bestowed to a proper Mira Knight long ago, two-hand to execute special sword techniques. So we found the Mira Knight set, and then we find the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, which is available from the soul of the tree. So it seems like maybe the Mira Knight kind of got absorbed by the tree. Demon's Great Axe. This Great Axe, a favorite among demons, contains the strength of fire. The demons, born of chaos, harbor fire, and yet they are twisted and malformed, such that they were never meant to be. Its skill is Demonic Flare, briefly cause flames within to flare and smash it upon the earth and foes. Vort's Great Hammer. Great Hammer wielded by Vort, the Outrider Knight of the Boreal Valley. Weapon is imbued with frost and causes frostbite. Frost accumulates in the body, causing frostbite, which saps one's health, lowers absorption, and slows stamina recovery. Skill Perseverance. Anchor the weapon to boost poise. Arster's Spear from the Curse Rotted Greatwood. One of the curses that festered within the belly of the Greatwood, and a terrible weapon favored by Earl Arster the Impaler. The spear is enwreathed in rotten, heavily poisonous meat. Defeating foes restores HP. Skill Shield Splitter. Take a large step forward, make a single focus thrust to puncture enemy shields. So this is a pretty interesting item. It's actually got not terrible scaling for dex. It takes a fair bit of dex, but anytime you defeat an enemy, you heal a little bit. Not bad. The Demon's Fist. A demonic fist that burns with fiery essence. Its wielder can release this power through the use of its skill. When two-handed, fists are equipped in each hand. Skill Flame Whirlwind. Spin through opponents with abandon, flaming fists outstretched. Using a strong attack while spinning utilizes your momentum to slam the ground with both fists. Takes 20 strength to actually wield this, surprisingly. And finally, Pontiff's Left Eye. Bewitching ring that Pontiff Sullivan bestowed upon his knights. Recovers HP with successive hits. Knights who peer into the black orb are lured into battles of death. Transformed into frenzied beasts. No wonder the Pontiff only provides these rings to those dispatched to foreign lands. Which we get from Soul of Boreal Valley, Vort. So I like that transposing stuff and looking at items does give us a little bit of excess lore on things. Now, we have a lot of souls, so we're going to come over to her, and she has a soul for 20,000, a tower key. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine. And you can see Grey Rat's still here for the... Or did he just come back, actually? Let's go talk to him. Let's find out.
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score.
Perfect.
Go on, have a gander.
So yes, Grey Rat's returned because we killed a boss. Let's take a look at the items. He has some Embers, Divine Blessings available. Lightning Urns, which is a firebomb but for lightning damage. Longsword, Bastard Swords. He has the Zweihander is now available. An Ultra Great Sword. The Pontiff Knight Curved Sword. Surprisingly enough. The S-Stock, aka the Best Stock. A Mace, Warpick, Spear, Glaive. This is stuff redone. The Target Shield, which I'm going to get because I personally like that shield a lot and always have for parrying purposes. The Pontiff Knight Shield. So you see he's got some Pontiff Knight equipment. Shield of the Pontiff Knights, frigid spirits that linger in Earthil. We'll talk more about that. The Knight set is now available if you couldn't get it before. The Assassin set is now available if you couldn't get it before. And on top of the standard stuff, he now has heavy bolts and large arrows. So he does come back with a fair number of new things.
You can keep the ring as... Goodbye. Oh, this place. Oh, hello. And in one piece.
So yes, that is now everything we can do with Grey Rat for the time being. So Grey Rat made a nice little score, came back from the Undead Settlement, had some good new stuff. Now we have gotten this tower key. Key to the decrepit tower behind the Firelink Shrine, which leads to the Bell Tower. The Bell Tower is the grave of Firekeeper's past. When a Firekeeper has served her purpose, she is led to true darkness, where she enjoys a long-deserved sleep. Well now, I do want to go explore that area. I think we will do so on the next episode. Thank you guys oh so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this relatively girthy episode of Dark Souls 3, where we defeated yet another boss. The cursed rotted Greatwood is now done. And with that, we have completed the Undead Settlement. Finally! That took, what, like 4 or 5 episodes for the Undead Settlement alone? That's a lot of content, but we picked up everything. Other than maybe some enemy item drops, but hey, we can get those in the future. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you guys on the next one, where we will begin heading towards the Road of Sacrifices, which is a hell of a name for an area. Stay tuned, guys. I will see you then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I want you to come back.